you've been part of the industry for so long and a part of beauty and how much beauty matters, right? And today with social media, and you've been part of generations of actors who've aged as we all have aged. And today it's become so hard with all the judgments and stuff like that. So do you feel that challenge as you're growing older on appearances and stuff like that, and the comments that come in, or have seen some of your close friends, actors who are constantly judged and by, oh, you're looking so old, or she's, I mean, you know, how do you see them deal with that?
What do I say? It's become a double-edged sword. I always believe that you have to adapt to your time. But there is a dark, deep, ugly, and like a really unfortunate part of social media, which is that you're open for judgment by the entire universe, by the entire digital universe. So now, from people wanting to change their face, alter their weight, change their wardrobe, worry about each comment made. For people with low self-esteem issues, with low morale issues, it's the worst place to be on.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people are zooming into your skin, they're zooming into your body, they're zooming in like it's terrible. It's really god-awful because you're defined at a very early young age by what's written about you. Like I know kids in college and school, not college, let's even not go that far.
Yeah.
12 and 13-year-olds who have Instagram accounts are like getting all kinds of anxiety about why they're low on followers, why they're not looking as hot. They're worried about what their bodies are looking like at 12 and 13 when they go on trips abroad or to Goa, and whose bikini body is better. And then I'm like, it's crazy, they're kids. When I was 12, when you were 12, we ate what the hell we wanted. I mean, you, of course, at a very young age started getting very sporty and healthy. But for some of us who grew up in a normal environment, nobody looked at what we wore.
Nobody cared.
And I mean, I was a plus-size kid. I was an effeminate child. And I was allowed to still, be happy. Today, I get worried about children who are different from the others, either physically or in terms of their personality type. Because kids can be ruthless, they can be brutal.
Yeah, they're tough.
As can people, grown-ups can be as well. So I feel terrible that kids of this age have to go through this. And it's a toxic time. It's an unfortunate time. And
has your relationship with your body image, has your relationship healed, or has it changed? Or, like we've mentioned off camera as well, we talk about like how you were bigger when you were when we've had lunch, you've said, this is what I did to become fit.
I've always been very uncomfortable in my skin. I've said it on platforms that I've had body dysmorphia. I still do. I'm much more comfortable today with the weight that's gone off, that I'm easier, but by 10%, not entirely. Because in my head and in my thinking, I will always be a plus-size kid who was teased for my weight at a very young age. And I have huge amount of issues of showing any part of my body where I know that, which are not what considered aesthetic.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Like now I have a lot more confidence. Like recently, I went for a trip to Italy, and we were all on a boat, and I've never worn shorts in my life for a photograph.
Really?
And I was like, I've been doing some kind, playing some sports, swimming. My legs were, in my head, were not looking so bad. So suddenly I did these photographs where I got in shorts and I posted them. And there were many comments that were like full of love and complimentary, and there were huge amount that was completely like, इसको क्या हो गया है? ये बुढ़ा पागल हो गया है? इस उम्र में शॉर्ट्स पहन के क्यों घूम रहा है? ये अपना चेस्ट क्यों दिखा रहा है? ये क्या? I'm like, मेरी मर्जी.
Yeah, of course.
मेरा जिस्म, मेरी मर्जी. My body, my problem, my decision. And I'm like, I would not have done this at a certain age, but that doesn't mean that you should not be comfortable in what body. I do not endorse my own issue. The fact that I was plus size and had these body issues, I was never happy with. Today, when I see, like we did a song recently with VD, we were just talking about Varun, so it comes, a song called Perfect. And there's a plus size girl doing this dance right at the end.
Yeah,
it's
I've
a Guru
seen it,
Randhava video. And I'm like, the way that girl owns her presence, the way she moves, I was so envious. Because every time I've seen a plus size girl own it, or a plus size guy own it, like one of my best friends is a boy called Amrit. Amrit is so plus size. He's not aware of it. He thinks he's the hottest, coolest, swaggiest guy. He always gets the hottest girls interested in him. And I look at him and I'm like, I've been working for 3 decades and I would be considered a public figure, and people would consider that, oh, he would have such an amazing, rollicking sex life. Or not realizing my low self-esteem issues and the problem that I want the lights off at any given point of time. And I look at him and I'm like, oh my God, Shanu Sharma, this casting director. And I have to talk about these people because they've been so deeply influential in my life. And I see like, she doesn't think in her head that she's a plus size girl. And I love that about her.